Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Odd Mod 6 to the Sky. How you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. I am. So, last episode, we got together and we done a bit of immersive engineering stuff and worked our way towards getting our Oblivion shard. We're actually not that far away from this. We're getting pretty close. Being able to get to 16 of those. This stuff all needs to go away. Today, we are going to start working on some automation stuff. I got a few processes that I want to automate, and then we're mostly going to automate mechanism stuff. We've got to get into, before we finish the pack, making, what is that stuff? Polonium. I don't even know how to spell it. This stuff right here, polonium. That's how you spell it. We've got to do a bunch of stuff. So, I figure we need to get some of our mechanism stuff set up, because in order to do all of that, we're going to have to make a mechanism reactor, and we're going to need a place to store all the power besides what we've got right here. This guy right here, we're not storing a whole lot of power. Well, I mean, it's not bad. We're 265 million RF, something like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. Get stuff ready for that. So, but first and foremost, emeralds. We're still on the emerald kick. We need to get rid of these guys right here. We're going to set up one for emeralds and diamonds. We don't have a reason for all the diamonds, but if we're going to do it, we might as well go ahead and do it. So we need refined. We are going to need a couple of things from refined. We are going to need a constructor. We are going to need a destructor. We are going to need a fortune upgrade tier 3. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at and what we need. We're going to need a couple of these. So let's go ahead and get this done. 2 of those. 2 of those. And now for our Fortune 3, we need a Fortune 3 book. Which I don't think we've got anything that's even got Fortune on it. Magic, Scorching Heat. You know, of all the things to not have, we got Fortune 5, but Fortune 5 is not going to do us a bit good. Is there a way of just getting Fortune 3? No. Alright, so I've got to put in some work getting Fortune 3. So that's probably what I'm going to work on now. Let's just grab us a pick. That's unbreaking. None of this stuff has anything on it. This one doesn't. Let's do some upgrading. This is probably going to wind up giving us more. It's all got Scorching Heat. And it's got life mending on it. And I hate getting life mending. Alright, I'm going to try to get to Fortune 3. Sweet, we got one. Alright, so we've got this guy set down and going. He is placing nothing but emerald block or emerald ore, and this guy is breaking with fortune and getting us emeralds. So you're going to see our emerald total going up with 215,000 ore. That should get us quite a bit. Now we just need to set one up for emeralds or for the diamonds. Alright, so there is both of those. Now I think we can add, see if we can add some speed upgrades to this to make it a little bit faster. I don't know how well this will work. Let's do that. That's something that we really need to get situated. There's 5 of those. So let's do two there and two, or well, 3 in there. Yeah, that seems to help some. All right, so that full speed upgrades on both sides. It's pretty quick. Should run through these guys fairly nice, and we'll be able to collect all the goodies. We needed to do this anyways. This is what we're getting from our bees. We've already got everything else being processed. These guys are doing the nuggets, and then these guys produce the ores. The uranite we've already got being taken care of here. So yeah, that will take care of all of that. Alright, so the next bit of business that we have done. You can see here, I've got this thing running, and it is doing our ore chunks. I figured we'd go ahead and get these guys where they're automatically processing. For one, it's going to take up less space in our refined storage. Not that we need any less space, because we have the creative drive, or the infinite storage disk, but just so we ain't got to wait on that kind of stuff. Right now, I've got just iron, gold, and copper. We got crafting upgrades, speed upgrades, stack upgrades. This over here, we've had a tendency, and I don't know exactly what is causing it, of these things getting to the point where they are filling up with XP, and it'll just leave XP laying everywhere. I don't know if it's something that has been adjusted since in a while. I've not went and looked. So this is just kind of backup in case we start getting a ton of XP just laying around. It's connected to a tank that we've got underneath our mob farm down there. So yeah, there's that. We've got more stuff just being auto processed for us. Alright, so I have all of our mech circuits and alloys now automated. Everything we need for it. I've also got speed upgrades in everything, which is why we've got this guy over here. So the way this works, the crushing factory, easy enough. We can just put recipes into the back of it, and it'll crush it. And then we've got a importer on the bottom, sucking it all out. As far as settings goes, that's all we got. Input in the back, output in the bottom, energy on top, auto eject on, everything working flawlessly. Now this guy, we've got these set up. This one's set up the exact same way. Output in the bottom, input in the or output on the bottom, input in the back, or the energy up top with auto eject on. That's taking care of that. These guys are a little bit different. So to get these guys to work, I've got 3 of them set up. One for diamond, one for redstone, one for refined obsidian. And I got them being fully stocked. So how do we do all this? Well, we've got our side config set up to where we've got input, output, energy, and this one's set to extra. To get the extra, you've got to go into transporter configs with strict input and change it to the yellow, and it will allow it to go in here. And then we've got an exporter just automatically with stack upgrade, crafting upgrades, and some speed upgrades that will allow this to fill up. It fills the bar up, fills this up to 64, and it'll keep it going. And then our recipes in the back, and that part of it's still the same. So we can now, and these are all set, or all ultimate, all auto sort on, and they are fully upgraded with all the speed and all the energy upgrades. We've got all that stuff taken care of. So now we've got to take a look at making our battery. This is going to be one of those processes that's going to take a while for me to probably get crafted. We are going to need induction casings. We're going to need an induction port. These casings really aren't that bad. Steel, energy tablets. We've already got energy tablets set up, I do believe. We do. So yeah, there's that. Then, after that, we're going to need our induction cells. We're going to go straight into making the ultimate induction cells. The induction cells are what store the energy. The induction provider is how fast and you can, how fast it inputs and outputs. So we'll make a few of these, but most of it's going to be provided with the induction cell. Now these guys are, yeah, we're going to have to go through each tier to make these lithium dust. That is the one issue that we're going to run into, I do believe. Yeah, we don't have lithium. I completely forgot about that. Um, so, chemical crystallizer with lithium, liquid lithium. I know where we get it. We get it from this guy here, which is the solar evaporator. We're going to have to build all of that. Ugh, I didn't want to do that. I was hoping there was another way to get lithium. Let's do some looking. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's going to be any other way about doing this. So we've got, I did not want to do that. We've got to make the thermal evaporation plant. So we're going to need a controller. None of this stuff looks like it's going to be real hard to do. We're going to need to get the solars in order to power it. These guys don't look too bad to do. Most of this stuff's all stuff that we got. We can throw some recipes together to make all this stuff be done with it. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to get this guy set up, and I'll be back. Alright, so this guy is set up. All we need to do now is we've got to pipe items in and out, and that was something I forgot to have a look at. I think all we need, I've only made this thing once. No. Evacuation valve, yeah, we need a couple of those. So let's make, nope, that. We need one for input, one for output. That guy. And that guy. Beautiful. So now all we need to do is give this some water. Do I have a sink? I do not have a sink. Do I have a sink that I am not using? Not really. So let's get us a sink made up. I should have most everything we need for it. Bucket of water. Sink. We're going to... Now here's going to be the issue. I don't know if our fluid pipes are going to work for this or not. We're going to find out. So this guy here. That guy there. It hooks. Alright. It's getting water. It's making brine. Beautiful. That is what we are wanting to see. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I made recipes for all this stuff. Because we had to make another one. I completely forgot about that. We've got both of these guys now going. Let's fill that up. And we are now getting liquid brine. Or, well, liquid lithium. With that, we need to make a rotary condensator. Pretty easy to make. That's going to get us our lithium chemical crystallizer. We've got plenty of fluorite to do this. We've got refined obsidian, and that will in turn get us our lithium dust. So, that is where we're headed. And there we go. We've got lithium dust. Now, we cannot put any kind of speed upgrades on this. This is going to run just the way it's running. We're not really gaining a whole lot. It's going to be kind of a process of sitting and waiting for this to happen. I need, actually that would have worked. I need a diamond. Let's do this. There we go. And I don't know, does this got auto output in it? Auto eject on. And there it goes. We just got to let this thing run. in order to do what we need it to do. We did complete a couple of quests. Let's go in here. Tech. We completed this guy. That's going to give us a handful of improved pipe upgrades because you made some gas pipes. And there was one other one that we got. Why did we not? Oh, that's just one of those. The mini mods that generate power. I thought we actually had to make that. And there was something else that we just done, but I don't know what it was. Anyways, that is where we're at for the moment. Alright, so, other than the little bit of cost for power, this is pretty much just free stuff. We're going to let this thing run. I've got these things maxed out with speed and energy upgrades, and we're getting a backlog of stuff. So if it comes, we're going to need a lot more of the lithium dust. We can add another one of the crystallizers to it, but for now we've got up we're over 1,000. So I've timed and bottled this thing a few times just to run through, get a bunch. It does work that way. But yeah, we've got that. I can start getting together the stuff that we're going to need in order to do our battery. Alright, so we're back. I've got this guy set up, ready to go. We've got it. I've built this big, huge thing. I can get rid of these now. I wanted to make sure it was in a chunk, and in a chunk that we could chunk load it. So if we go in here, yeah, it's a great big box, but there's not much in here. We got 2 induction providers, which will allow us to what was that? That's the induction matrix, induction provider. So we can input and output right at 104 million RF a tick. So that is that. And then I've got 10 of the ultimate induction cells. We can fill this whole thing up with induction cells. 10 was all I had really the resources for. Lithium was kind of a hold up, and so is glass, something that I need to take care of. So if this thing's formed, like I said, it's 16 trillion RF. All we need to do now is hook this up. So this guy here is the input. You can switch the inputs. They're always set to input. With your configurator, just shift click with it. You can change it to input and output. So we want this guy, and we want this one set to this one right here, and disable limit. So now this guy's filling up. Everything's going to lose power. We need to do this. We're going to change this because we want to switch this to a new network. And let's create it. We don't want it to be encrypted. We want that. And then we want to set this guy up to the battery. This one up to the battery. Why is that filling up? That is quit filling up. This should be outputting into this. And this should be adding to that. Oh, that's not set up right. This one, we want it switched to the battery. There we go. Now it's filling up. Alright. So, and then the other one we need to do is we need to do this guy. Change it to the battery. So this will all be going into there. We'll still have this with our CJ network for powering everything, and this one will be connected to the power, and that's what we're using right now. So, like I said, this guy's fill up. It's going to take a while for it to fill up, but we're good to go for now. All right, so we've got enough power now. We're up to, what is that, 4 billion RF. I got one thing I want to do, and that is to throw this guy in here and give it some power. We need to give it 2.1 billion, and it's going to take a lot. And it's going to take some time. So, we're going to let this thing run. Actually, it doesn't look like it's going to take quite as long as I thought, but we're going to do it. Well, we've hit the halfway point, and it's taken a minute to get here. So, it's just a matter of waiting. I have added another layer of these. I guess if I really wanted to, we could add another layer, but then it just seems like it might just be a little bit of overkill. It's just a matter of waiting. Oh, it's almost done. We're at 99%. And there we go. We got it. Go up here. And let's see if we can find this thing. It's right here. Creative Wireless Crafting Grid. Network not found. There we go. Now we should, if I'm not mistaken, thought we could use that anywhere. I guess not. Well, I was told wrong. But it is now not using any power. We've got that taken care of. That should have been a quest. Why is it not a quest? No. Storage. Nope. No, nothing there. So, well, we got it anyways. Now we're not using any power for it. So yeah, that is nice. But with that, we've kind of reached the end of the episode. It doesn't seem like we've done much today, but I've done a lot. I've been at this all day long. We got our automation set up for all the Mekanism stuff, which is nice. We got our induction matrix set up, which is generating, or not generating, but storing a whole bunch of power. And then we got our creative wireless crafting grid, which is nice. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.